Greetings, all my dreamers and dreamettes. It's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do to this channel. Subscribe right now. And if you want to support my brand, it's inspired by dreams.shop. And we got everything from hoodies, hats, unisex t-shirts, original pieces. Okay, today's episode, I just wanted to bring this to the people because I don't see a lot of people talking about this, but this is something that has been a switch in how people think and in society from the way things were to the way things are now. Let's just take Gen Z's opinion on having kids and let's just see if they have any rights in there, any wrongs in there, and what do you guys think? Do you guys have kids out there and do you want kids or do you want to raise kids in these times? So if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe right now and also like and share this video. Let's get into it.
Yeah, I don't want kids when I grow up. Don't worry, son. You'll change your mind one day. Nah, I don't think I will. I don't want no kids.
Hi, I'm 33 and I have no kids. And I have no kids by choice. And I don't want kids. I personally don't think this creator did anything wrong having kids in her 30s. I don't think there is a perfect time to have kids. I don't think you'll ever be ready to have kids. As long as you wanted kids, then you're good. You're solid. The kids are gonna be just fine. You're gonna be just fine. But me personally, I don't want kids. I've never wanted kids. You see my house, it's beige because I don't have kids. My dog, she's not here right now, but she's beige. She fits the aesthetic.
You gotta remember we're not all the same.
I'm too selfish to have kids, plain and simple. I'm too selfish to have kids, and that's just because I was raised in a Latino household where I practically raised my brothers and sisters, including my mom. I raised her too. So I've been raising people my entire life. I don't want to do it anymore. My mom has scarred me from ever wanting children. My mom says that when I was like 15, or probably even younger, I always said that I don't want kids. I don't want kids. I can't imagine the life that I live now. And it's not like I do anything wild. Going out every single day, I truly like my peace. My house is always quiet. Listen, when my sister, I have a 10-year-old sister. When my sister says, Vicky, I wanna, but I'm not. Can you imagine if that was mommy? I simply can't do it. Shout out to all the mothers out there doing it, killing it, single mothers. I was raised by a single mother like you guys. You guys are the bomb.com. But me, simply, I could never do it. I just can't do it. I don't want to do it. I choose not to do it. I'm too selfish with my time. I don't care what the men on this app gotta say. Oh, you look old. No man's ever gonna want you anyway. I don't care. Pookie, I simply don't care. Look at me. I'm so happy. I can't do it, but.
And what people don't understand too is everybody has been raised different and people come up with different responsibilities, and those responsibilities that is left upon you as a kid travel into your adulthood, and you kind of don't want to go through certain things or make the same mistakes as you did in the past. So not everybody sees things the same in this world that we're living in. Pay attention.
It's not for me. My life's great, and I don't think women that have children, I don't think your life sucks. And I don't understand this beef between women that have children and women who don't have children. Like, you guys want to rave about your kids. I love that for you. I want to rave about the fact that I don't have kids and I never will. So
happiness is subjective as well as personal, and each individual being happy makes that fulfillment.
The main reason why I don't want no kids is because this world is trash. We live in a toxic society and people raise their kids to be toxic just to fit in or so they won't be soft. On top of the fact that I never have baby fever, and a lot of people be like, yo, what if it just happened? Like, what if it's an accident? Bro, I'm walking birth control. Nah, but I just never had the urge to have kids for real, you know what I'm saying? $28 for a curtain is crazy. It's not about the money, it's not about providing or nothing like that, or being there. And I actually think that I would be a solid parent. I think that I have great qualities to share to the world. That's why I create content, and that's why I do the things that I do, write my book or whatever, you know, trying to help other people that's been through the same things as me, or just people that, you know, don't want to be depressed, blah, 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 you know, the list goes on. I just feel like if I raise a kid, does this world deserve? Side note, let me not get in that bag. I don't know, bro. It's so many different reasons why I don't want kids. They just not for me, for real, for real. And it's a double-edged sword too, because like, for example, say if somebody kid almost run into me, you would think that they would tell their kid to say, excuse me. Some people will, but most people would just be like, watch where you're going, honey, or whatever the case may be. And it's like, bro, you're consciously or subconsciously teaching your kid to be an a-hole and not say excuse me when they bump into people, you feel me? And that's just a small example. I used to be associated with this family where their parent deliberately was teaching their kids to be trash because the world is trash, in their own words. And to me, it's like, why would I raise my kids up?
I could say one thing's for certain. In these times that we're living in now, society makes you feel like not having a kid is like you almost dodged the bullet.
A society of people like that.
I don't really see the benefit of having children, and I know that makes me sound very selfish.
No, it doesn't.
But I personally feel like it's a very selfless act to have kids, and I think a lot of people have kids for selfish reasons, actually. I think they have them because they don't want to be alone. I think they have them because they want something to always love them. I think they want to see themselves in another person. They want something for themselves, whereas I think if you are going to be a good parent,
She's just being a little blunt, but I get it.
you have to be selfless and know that you are literally giving up your life to now take care of another human
And you don't think you want that?
The older I get, I kept thinking maybe I'll change my mind, and maybe I will change my mind.
When you meet the right person.
Maybe,
Yeah.
but even then, I just feel like I can't imagine being woken up in the morning to screaming toddlers, to grumpy teenagers, and this is gonna make me sound really bad, to going to soccer games and traveling for tournaments.
Everything's
and
for somebody
school
else. Yeah.
meetings, and it makes me sound really, really selfish, but I would rather just spend my life worrying about me and my significant other, and yes, I do see that there are certain perks, right? If I don't have kids, maybe I'll never know that love or have that bond or that relationship, and you know, my mom and I now are super close. It's like we wouldn't have that, and you know, who will I have when I'm older? But I just really don't see it that way, and I don't know if it's worth putting myself through that. And a lot of the time too, I feel like people that have kids, it almost sounds like they're trying to convince you that they like it.
You have to do it.
Like that they're happy.
At what stage does having children become worth it? Because I was with some friends the other day and they're all talking about their kids, how they love their kids. I'm the only one who doesn't have kids. I need to have kids. Then later on in the day, we were talking about what our dream day off would look like. And every single one of them do. They all go, grandparents take the kids for the day, and then I get to sleep in as late as I want. And then I'm gonna make myself a cup of coffee and drink it in total peace, no interruptions. And then I don't know, maybe go for brunch. And then I'm gonna spend the afternoon at the beach, just laying out on the beach, no responsibility, no worries, just me and the sounds of the waves. And then I'll come home and just have a cozy night in, maybe order a pizza, watch a movie. And I was like, you guys are literally describing my life. Like, oh yeah, no, but kid, like, no, like, I literally do that exact day 3 or 4 times a week. Like, yeah, but we love our kids. You need to have kids still. Like, I'm living all of your guys' dream days. Why would I change them?
I'm starting to see a lot of women and men saying, thank God I don't have a baby. I don't want no kids.
Yeah.
Having kids used to be a beautiful thing.
Right.
Now it seems like
Yep.
a lot of people don't want it at all.
It's true.
So I think it has a lot to do with how poor we are as a generation.
Agreed.
And also how free we want to be. And you can't be broken free. They can barely take care of themselves. So they're saying, how the hell can I take care of a kid?
I don't think I ever want kids. Like, I don't know. I just never really had the desire to have children. I think they're amazing. I think they're beautiful. Like, I love my nephews and my nieces and stuff, but I personally never had a desire to have kids or to want kids. I don't know.
Having kids is not for everybody. That's another thing.
Like, is anybody else like that? I know a lot of people don't like that.
So I don't know what it is about the statement, I don't want kids or I don't want to have kids, that makes people so mad, especially men. I just got into a full-blown argument with my granddad because I told him I don't want kids. So my granddad calls me and the conversation went exactly like this. He's like, hey, how are you? Oh, I'm good. How are you? I'm good. I mean, I would tell you happy Mother's Day, but you're not a mother. No, I'm not a mother. I'm a sister. I guess you could say like happy oldest daughter day, happy sister day or something. And he goes, so when are you gonna have a kid? When are you gonna pop me out a grandkid? And I go, oh, I'm not having kids. I don't want kids. You would have thought someone killed this man's firstborn because his entire demeanor changed. Don't you think that's selfish? You don't want any kids. You can have at least one kid. Your sister just had a kid and she loves her baby. Your parents had you. So I'm looking at the phone like, who is this nigga talking to? I'm like, no, I don't think it's selfish. If I don't want kids, I'm just not gonna have any kids. So he goes on like a 5 or 10 minute rant telling me I'm selfish and I need to have a kid because my parents had me. He helped raise me. My sister had a kid and she's happy, blah, blah, blah. So I stop him midway through and I'm like, one, what's selfish is bringing kids into this world that you know you can't or won't take care of. 2, what's selfish is creating all these broken homes and single moms. And 3, what's selfish is bringing kids into poverty and having them struggle with you when you know you're not ready financially to take care of a kid. It would be selfish of me to have a kid knowing I'm not physically or emotionally ready. I'm not responsible enough for a kid right now. I can take care of myself, but sometimes I don't even want to do that. So he started fumbling over his words and like he just appalled. And I'm like, I'm not changing my mind. I don't want any kids. I don't owe you an explanation. I don't owe my mom an explanation. I don't owe my dad an explanation. I don't owe anybody an explanation as to how I choose to live my life and why I don't want any kids. If I say I don't want to have any, I just won't have any and that's the end of it. And he's like, well, I guess I just won't ask you no more. I guess I just won't da-da-da. Okay, so don't. It really shocked me because who are you? Who are you to think that you would have so much say-so over my life to be able to tell me I'm selfish? To be able to tell me what I should and shouldn't do?
I don't want kids. I've never wanted kids. And when I say that, people get so mad. You do with your uterus what you want to do. But why are we mad at me for what I want to do with mine? We don't share organs. This isn't a communal uterus. People act like me not wanting kids means I'm dooming humanity to immediate extinction. Daddy, chill. Now, just to be clear, I think it's great if you have kids, love kids, want kids, or the center of your universe to make your life complete, make your world go round. That's great for you. That's just not how I feel about children. A child would not make my life complete. A child would actually ruin my life. I want to learn languages and travel and meet new people. I want to explore new interests and hobbies and develop myself as a person. I want to read and relax and enjoy a life of peace and quiet, and then I want to die. Now, motherhood, to me, in comparison to what I want, sounds like a literal curse. I curse you to birth a creature that'll literally rip you in half. Then you must care for it forever, support it financially, and love it unconditionally. You must give all your energy and all your time to this creature. You can never take a break.
And to be honest with you, sometimes in these times about, as far as the fella side, it doesn't necessarily have to even be about not having the money. Sometimes you could have money and having a kid could be your downfall of losing everything that you have.
You can never relax, you can never sleep, you can never pause. You must be a slave to this creature and you have to enjoy it. What? No. And for a lot of people, the only way they can tolerate being around their own kids is to put them in front of a screen and rot their brain with pictures of dancing fruit all fucking day, just to keep them still and quiet. If you don't like interacting with children and you just want them to shut up and be still all the time, why did you have kids? Have you ever met a child? They're insufferable. Again, if you love your kids, you should. Good for you. Kisses and hugs. I'm lying. People put more thought into their coffee order than they do into having kids. Maybe make parenthood look less miserable? No, think about it. Just kidding, I still won't do that. Never.
I don't want kids. Oh, let's take all your money. You have to send it to school, and then you gotta worry about other kids being mean to your kids. Like, I will really fight. You have to wake up whenever your kid wakes up. I like to wake up at noon, at 1 p.m. sometimes, like 3 sometimes even. Judge me, you gotta cook for that. I don't even wanna cook for myself. I'm trying to travel, I'm trying to see the world. You could do both. You could have kids and travel. Now! Like, I see people traveling with young kids and I'm just like, oh my God, I would get so overstimulated. I'm not a patient person. I have 2 nieces and I mean, that's good enough for me. I'm just trying to be the rich, cool auntie, you know? The main reason I don't want to have kids is because I have a huge heart. What's the word? Is it empath or empath? I'm that though. I was at Disney one time and there was this little cute boy in front of me in line for a ride with little glasses and I started tearing up because I just felt so bad because I just know kids are so mean. My heart cannot deal. My heart will just explode of hurt and worry and like just the world we live in, you know? Like it's a sick world. Also, birth scares the absolute shit out of me. I can't. Although I would love to see what a little mini me would look like. Like, oh my god, maybe I'll have a kid.
So you guys let me know what you think. Having kids in these times, is it a big deal, or maybe is it a big deal like your parents said it was, or your friends, or maybe you want kids and you just don't want to have it in these times, or you just don't want kids at all? Let me know down below. Y'all leave your comments and we'll chop it up on our next morning show, okay? So until next time, it's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do to this channel. Subscribe.